right, thank you. Vegas Inc.'s 40 Under 40 Awards ceremony is happening this week. Our very own Mike Davis was one of the honorees last year. That's why we have this beautiful picture of him behind me. And he'll be back to host the fun evening, celebrating those who make our city so great. Here to tell us all about it are Sierra Smart from Vegas Inc. and 40 Under 40 alumni Kelly Campbell Smolin from Area 15, along with
Steve Cosmos.
Steve Cosmos.
Also an alumni. Yes.
Also an alumni. Okay, thank you for introducing him. I didn't have him here in my notes, so we appreciate it. So tell us about the awards that Vegas Inc. puts on.
So 40 Under 40 is one of our longest running award programs. This is the 25th anniversary, and it's just such an honor to highlight so many of the young people in our community who are making such a difference. Many of our 40 Under 40 honorees from past years are still community staples. And we're just so honored to bring to light so many of these wonderful people.
Yeah, and Kelly, you were one of those honored. When was that? And tell us like how you felt hearing that you were being celebrated here in town.
2 years ago for me, and honestly, not being Vegas born, originally I'm from the East Coast. Being able to come to Vegas and develop a career here and develop a community here and then be recognized for that was so wonderful for me. Yeah,
I love that. And then were you already at Area 15 when you?
I was, yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was Area 15, so happy to represent and all we have going on there.
Very nice.
And all we're doing for the events community.
Okay, there's something a little weird here though, Sierra. I mean, you're from the East Coast and you made the list. Our Mike Davis is from the East Coast and he made the list, and I think he's here right now.
Hello, everyone. I just want to start off one thing real quick, okay? Before we get into everything. That was maybe the best picture I've ever taken in my entire life. I think I was like a 7 that day, and then progressively I have just become like a 5 or a 6, Alyssa. And I just look at that whole evening. It was so magical, and I had so many great pictures, and now I look at that, I'm like, man, this guy, he needs some Botox, is what I basically think.
No, come on.
Okay.
Look, you're glowing there. You had just been awarded.
Yes.
And now I think you're like a fine wine, Mike Davis.
Okay, so I'm back to a 7?
Sure.
Okay,
7.2.
Oh, okay, good.
You've gone up.
Thank you.
So you were awarded. Now you're back hosting.
Yes.
So how did that happen? And congratulations again.
Thank you. It's good I won it last year because now I look 50, so I couldn't even win, the 40 Under 40. No, but seriously, it was one of the greatest honors of my life. It was so much fun. From Sierra and I had so much fun even just taking the pictures together that day in preemptive to the whole event. But it's such a special thing because Greenspun Media Group, Las Vegas Weekly, growing up, Alyssa, Kelly, and Sarah, journalism.
And Steve Cosmos.
And sorry, Steve Cosmos. I got to ask him. I think he was at my bar mitzvah, Steve. He looks like he was there. We'll talk about that after. But I fell in love with journalism through magazines. My walls growing up were filled with Slam magazines, Sports Illustrated, all that stuff. So when I came to Vegas, Las Vegas Weekly was the magazine that I cherished, and I read cover to cover every week. So when I finally got that honor, it really did mean so much to me because it was something in the back of my mind that made me feel like, okay, if one day I could get that, that means I really cemented myself in the community and did some good stuff. So I really cherished that night.
I love it. Okay, as you can tell, it might be a long evening with Mike Davis hosting because he talks so much. I'm cutting you off from now, otherwise we're not going to hear from Sierra and Kelly for the rest of it. Okay, tell us how you pick your honorees.
So honorees are all nominated by the public, which is really awesome. As I read through who's nominated, sometimes it's peers and colleagues who just really respect the work that their companions are doing. I've seen nominations from people's moms before,
so
or their
cute.
daughters.
Wow.
A lot of times if they work really closely with PR people, but it's a public nomination, and I love that all of our honorees are such a good mix of the community, that there's so many people who are wanting to recognize their peers and colleagues.
And be honest, did Mike Davis submit his own nomination,
No,
or was it his mom?
Well, actually, my mom didn't even do it either. I can't believe my Jewish bubby didn't even do this for me. So now I have no clue who did this.
Okay, before we leave, when does the issue come out out with all of this year's honorees?
The issue comes out on Thursday.
On
so pick it up
Thursday.
on newsstands. You can also get it at LasVegasWeekly.com.
Okay, and that's the same day as the ceremony?
Yes.
So exciting. Well, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
another year honoring 40 under 40 here in Vegas, and congratulations to you both
Thank you.
for being
Thank you.
previous honorees. Okay.